I hope you've seen our video on plant-based meats where we talk about what it actually is and why this trend is here to stay. In this video, I'll dive a little bit deeper into the actual components of plant-based meats versus regular meats. Do you know the three components that separate meat from plant-based meats? Watch the video till the end and I'll kind of reveal those to you as we go along, all right? So let's start with my introduction. I'm sorry, I forgot. This is Ajoy Prabhu. I am a co-founder of Cersei Health, a platform to get people into the best shape of their lives. I quit my job working for the US White House and the US NIH, which is the National Institutes of Health, the largest medical research body in the world, where I was director of marketing for all technologies for US NIH, US FDA, and the CDC. I worked on technologies, medical technologies, decades before the public got to see them. So I should know a thing about technology, right? So let's start with this. The big one, protein. Everybody talks about protein, man. Many people think that if they eat a plant-based diet or plant-based meat, they won't be able to get enough protein. They couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, most of us get plenty of protein even when eating a regular plant-based diet, let alone a plant-based meat, okay? Because protein is one of the most important macronutrients in our diet. It's a building block of our muscle and tissues, and so a critical component of a healthy diet. The best plant-based sources of protein are legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. And guess what these plant-based meats are based on? These things, okay? When we eat animal products, we're consuming a protein that has been heavily processed, refined, and its vital nutrients are gone. And the main thing is it's full of carcinogens and saturated fats. I will show you evidence on that later on. Many people assume that they cannot get all their essential amino acids through plant-based meats, which is completely wrong. Everything that you can get from meat, you can get from a plant-based diet. Next up, I should talk about oils because that's another important differentiator. Oils or fats. You see, plant-based products such as the meat substitutes really have, there is no saturated fats in them. There's no way you can add saturated. Why would you add? These fats are really bad for you. Saturated fats are bad for you. They are stored by your body, and then over time, they clog up your arteries and cause heart disease and stroke, etc. Fats found in chicken, fish, any lean meat also, they are all saturated fats. They are also abundant in butter, palm oil, cheeses, ghee. Before I go on to the rest of the fats, I want to ask you one thing. If you're new to our channel, please do think about subscribing so that you can be aware of when our next video is up. And also, if you need further help, I would suggest go to our website, where we have a comprehensive health quiz. When you do that quiz, it will give you a very good report about your health, depending on where you live, okay? And using that health report, you can figure out exactly what areas of your health do you need help with. And we'll have specific videos catered to that area. And that way you don't have to look through the entire website or YouTube and so on and search for hours on end. Okay, let's move on with the fats part. Within fats, there's one big one, which is called cholesterol, right? Somehow many people think that it's a controversial topic. Why controversial? Because just a few months ago, I saw something that's a WhatsApp forward that said, after years, US FDA has decided that cholesterol is not bad for you. Untrue. That is untrue. As far as the medical community is concerned, there is no controversy about it. Cholesterol is bad for you. It's called a low density, especially the type of cholesterol called low density lipoprotein is really the cause for buildup of plaque in your arteries, and it causes heart disease and stroke. One other unique thing about cholesterol is that it's found only in animals. It cannot be found in plants. Plants don't make cholesterol. Fiber is the next one that I want to talk about, and that's not controversial at all, right? Meats, by definition, do not have any fiber. All right, they just don't. So a good set of plant-based meat substitutes, when they manufacture it, if they manufacture it well enough, like, if they add oats and peas and stuff like that, you get enough fiber in it, so which is great, right? It helps us build, makes our bowel movements nice and regular, and it bulks us up, so we feel fuller longer. right? It's associated with decreased obesity and decreased colon cancer. Okay. Another one that I want to talk to you about is antioxidant. Not many people talk about this. This is because usually when we talk about meat versus plant-based meats, meat does not have antioxidants, so nobody wants to talk about it, right? So antioxidants are there in plant-based meats only if the manufacturer is clever enough to add oats, peas, and the kind of things that I mentioned to you earlier. Those already have antioxidants like free radical, they fight free radicals. And these are the free radicals that cause damage in your system. So, for example, a risk of cancer is reduced by 30% if you can fight the free radicals in your body, all right? So as I promised earlier, I wanted to tell you about the three components. I already mentioned them in the video. The first one is cholesterol. The second one is fiber. Fiber is found only in plants. Cholesterol is found in animals. And the third one, antioxidant. No antioxidants in meat. Right? So I already fulfilled my promise, right? I just want to make sure. So next thing I would like for you to do is watch the rest of our series on plant-based meats and understand exactly what is it that makes it better for you. Okay, I just gave you a very general top like a 30,000 feet view. But if you have any other questions or concerns, let us know and we will incorporate that in the next video. But do watch the rest of the video set so that you get a full understanding of why you should be eating plant-based meats whenever possible. I'll give more analysis on our understanding of plant-based meats and when we eat it a little later. Thank you so much. Bye.
One of the most scientifically proven ways to avoid cancer is to eat week. Because plant-based foods are more calorie dense, meaning you don't have to eat as much. No, that's the opposite. I'm an idiot. Can you go back again, please?